Decision to hang Parliament attack convict Afzal Guru was a political one and came too late, says Justice S.N. Dhingra, the man who sentenced Guru to death in 2002. Now, Dhingra was appointed as a special judge to try the high-profile case, decided the matter within a period of 1 year. He says it's obvious that it is a political decision. What prompted it now, I have no clue, is what Justice Dhingra has said. Now, he retired as a judge of the Delhi High Court. He's spoken to Headlines today. He's remember, convicted Guru on the basis of strong evidence which merited a death sentence according to him. The Delhi High Court and the Supreme Court also upheld his order as a special judge. Aditya Anantanarayan spoke to Justice Dhingra. He clarified his position. What he feels and thinks is purely a political decision, this decision to have now hanged Afzal Guru after 10 years.
After more than 11 years of the 2001 Parliament attack, the key mastermind Afzal Guru has been hanged. But the critics are now questioning the motive of the government behind the sudden move. I have with me Justice S.N. Dhingra, who had handed over the death penalty to Afzal Guru in 2002. So you had handed over the death penalty in 2002. It's been a delay of more than 8 years. Do you think somewhere there has been loopholes within the government that they took so long to convict Afzal Guru?
See, obviously, I see taking such a long time in deciding mercy petition is something very unfortunate for this country. A country which is facing terrorism, the threat of terrorism, and criticism for being soft nation for so long. And then we tell the world that, look, even after when a decision is given by Supreme Court, and finally it is held by Supreme Court that yes, he was guilty and he deserved death punishment because of attack on the sovereignty of the nation, because of this war against the nation. And then you sit over the judgment and you don't execute the judgment. It is most unfortunate thing.
So do you think somewhere this move was politically motivated, because even after the Supreme Court had upheld the death penalty of Afzal Guru, still the government took so long to convict him?
See, I don't find any other reason. Politics is the only reason. Because unless you have some reason to tell that no, he should not be hanged, the reason must be told to the nation. You see, you expect accountability from everyone, from the courts, from the bureaucracy, from everyone. Then you are also accountable to the nation. Tell the nation why you took so long. So this is an accountability problem. That, see, highest office of this country takes 7 years in deciding one mercy petition. So obviously the political reasons are the only reasons one can think of.
So do you think right now the government is doing enough on the national security front and in handling terror?
See, the people of this country feel that enough is not being done. We are not, deploying police for the protection of the people. Most of the police is deployed in protection of certain few selected persons. This is one aspect of law and order. Then we have not been able to mete out the response needed for meting out response to terrorist cases. The terrorist cases, the biggest challenge is to bring witnesses to the court. There is no witness protection program. There is no program for witness identity concealment. And then there is no program of giving protection to the witness for lifelong. Because a witness who plays with his life and comes before the court and deposes is the first person to face threat. And we have seen in many serious cases that witnesses are not allowed to come to the court. Most of them are killed in look-like accidents, which are actually murders. So when this is a situation, I don't think that this country has done enough to meet the terrorist threat.
So lastly, do you think what is required right now is judicial reforms or political reforms? What is more important right now?
See, both. You cannot ignore either judicial reforms or political reforms. Judicial reforms are equally important, because judiciary is part of the state. And if judiciary doesn't function properly and it you see, functions only when there is hue and cry in the press. This is what I find. And politicians also function when there is hue and cry in the press. This is, I think, unthinkable situation for a nation of huge population of 125 crore and claiming to be, you see, having talent in the country. That our response comes when people demonstrate outside the parliament or outside at Jantar Mantar. Reforms are needed urgently in both fields.
So it's not only the opposition, even voices from within the judiciary are now saying that there is a political motive behind the government convicting Afzal Guru so suddenly and after such a long time. With camera person Alok Das, this is Aditya Narayanan for Headlines Today.